I'm Austin Griffin, and I decided to do a creative sonnet. I had picked a sonnet from Shakespeare known as Farewell. This really spoke to me and encouraged me to write my own sonnet known as Letting Go. Here, Shakespeare is talking about losing someone dear to him and how that felt. In my sonnet, I talk about losing someone as well as regaining my life in Christ. So, as of now, I would like to start with the Shakespearean sonnet, Farewell, and then I'll go into my own. So, farewell. Farewell, thou art, for my dear, for my possession. And like enough thou knowest thy estate. The charter of thy worth gives thee releasing. My bounds in there, thee, are all determinate. For how do I hold thee but by granting? And for that riches, where is my deserving? The cause of this fair gift in me is wanting, and so my patent back again is swerving. Thou self, thou gavest thou own worth, then not knowing, or me to whom thou gavest it, else mistaking. So thy great gift upon misprisoning growing comes home again on better judgment making. Thus have I had thee as a dream doth flatter. In sleep a king, but waking it no such matter. So here Shakespeare is talking about losing a loved one, whether that's a breakup or somebody that may have passed away in his life, and how devastating it was, but how he is becoming a new man. And that's what I had gotten out of this sonnet. Now, I want to talk about my own sonnet. It's about someone from my past who I had lost and how devastating it was for me. But about how I used that loss to regain my life in Christ, and how God really spoke to me in a time of where I felt hopelessness. So my sonnet is Letting Go. Believe I must that I will grieve this life. Round I go, feeling bound to this flesh. On that eve I knew that I would believe again. Going to bed, the sound of nothing rings loudly in my head. Words flow out of my mouth, but no one was there to hear. Soft as the floor, my foot currently stands. The sound of birds sing above my window. A lot going on inside my mind. Feeling I will be stuck to rot. Song of birds, I join in. Listen to the sound of nature. Across the room, I hear a familiar voice. Long have I felt this spirit in me. Lost I was until his presence came into me. Same feeling I felt long ago, full of joy and peace. Came the spirit that I had invited. Now I knew I was free. And there I had the option, when I was in this hopelessness and this sadness, I had the option to choose what my flesh wanted and to follow a life of destruction, as some people do when they are in total denial of someone they have lost. And so I had the option to either pick a life of destruction or to pick a life of total freedom. And it wasn't until that moment where God had really spoken to me, and he wanted me to come back to him, and that's where I reclaimed my life in Christ through that travesty. And thank you. This is my created sonnet with Letting Go as well as mirrored off of the Shakespeare sonnet Farewell. And I hope you enjoy this and have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year.